Like, come on, go to my business page on Instagram, sissy. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thanks for coming by my channel, and I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. So kindly do well to hit the subscribe button below and make sure to click on the bell beside the subscribe button so that anytime I upload a video you get notified. And to you who have been watching my videos since day one and haven't subscribed yet, I really don't know what you're waiting for. So kindly do so now by hitting the subscribe button below. Thank you. Alright guys, so as you can see from the title, today's video is going to be a little chit chat on startup entrepreneurship, startup entrepreneurs. And before I get into that, I just want to say a big thank you to all who have watched my previous video. If you haven't seen it yet, it would appear somewhere here. Just click on it and go watch it. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from it, and like, it feels great to know that I'm actually making an impact and the content I'm putting out there is of value to someone. Like, it feels really good. So that sort of motivated me to do this one, and today's one is going to be on entrepreneurship. So if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure to go check it out, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you find it helpful. Thank you. One last thing guys, before I get into today's video, so like a couple of hours ago, before like I glammed up to come film this video, I went onto Instagram and I saw a post that I need to talk about. Like, I must talk about this post. So it's a post by one person who has inspired me from day one. She has been like an inspiration from day one. She's one of the people who actually inspired me to start my own business. I know I have not said this anywhere before, but to everyone or anyone who knows me and has actually tried to find out what motivates me or what motivated me to start my own business, all I say to them is seeing other young ladies like doing well in what they do and like climbing up the ladder motivates me like to also go harder and to work harder. And this person I'm going to talk about is one person that like actually pushed me into starting my own business. And I just saw her post a couple of hours ago, and God, it's inspiring. Like, Mandy, that's her post right there. I'll put her Instagram name beneath it. Just go on Instagram and go read the entire caption. I'm proud of you, Mandy. Like, I even don't know what to say. Like, if you know where Mandy started from, she started from her bedroom, and now if you see Mandy's shop, like, just go check out her post. She's actually standing in front of her shop. Yeah, and she's been an inspiration from day one. Well, so Mandy and Kukwa, I have not said this anywhere before. Like, these are the two people who actually pushed me into starting my own business. And I don't even think they know about this, but like, they inspired me to start my own business, because these are two people I used to buy a lot from when I was in uni. And back then, Mandy was selling in her bedroom. Kukwa used to like come to UCC room to room to sell to us, and she was equally a student as me, like in another school. But it was so nice seeing like young ladies trying to do something for themselves. So like, I wanted to see myself that way. Like, I wanted to have something going for myself. So they pushed me into starting my business, and I thank you too, like Kukwa and Mandy. Thanks. Mandy has been like a big sister to me. She's helped me whenever I needed advice, and yeah, she's one hardworking lady, and I'm really proud of you, Mandy. I remember this time when she was opening, well, she's actually had a shop before this shop. So when she was doing like opening that her shop, she had like a little opening party. I never requested to be a part of it. I was just somewhere minding my own business in my little corner, and I just get a message from Mandy saying, "Naaku, I would want you to come sell during my opening." Like, and it was a great opportunity for me, I must say, because if you know Mandy, you know that Mandy has like a huge customer base. And back then, Charlie, I had now started, and I don't even think I had a shop back then. And for her to give me that platform, it meant I was tapping into her customer base, and it meant so much to me. Like, thank you, Mandy. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and keep inspiring us. Like, keep inspiring us. Yes, so I just had to talk about Mandy before I start this video, and coincidentally she's an entrepreneur and she's doing really great. Okay, so let's just get straight into this. Well, this video is actually going to be in two sections here. The first section, I'm actually going to talk about the mistakes I've seen entrepreneurs make. Not just seen, some of which I have made myself. So I'm going to talk about these mistakes. And then the second section is going to be me trying to address feedback I got from people. So yesterday I put up on my Instagram, I think on all my social media platforms, that I asked the same question. So I asked people to let me know some of the mistakes they have made as a startup entrepreneur, and I got like a couple of response. So in the second section, I'm going to read out the response and try addressing them. Disclaimer: I am no entrepreneurship coach, neither am I saying I am the best of best entrepreneur out there. However, I'm hoping to be one soon, and I will get there soon. Amen. Type a big amen beneath if you believe I would get there soon. So yeah, I'm hoping to get there soon. But this video is really not to shame anyone or anything of that sort, but it's basically to help us all grow together, because I believe as startup entrepreneurs, we are all hoping to be like on top of our games in a couple of years to come. So yes, this is really to help all of us grow together and get to the top together. Okay, so let's just get into the 5 things. The first one is having a private business account. Well, this isn't something I have done myself, but I've seen a couple of entrepreneurs do, especially on Instagram. I don't know if this happens on other social platforms, but I've seen this on Instagram. So I believe the main reason why we create a business page or a business account on Instagram or even on any social platform is to try and reach a larger audience, and also try to advertise our product or our services to our prospective clients. So with this in mind, why then do you create a business account and then make it private? Like, I just don't get it. Like, what's the point? I really don't get it. Just deep this here. So let's say I have like a dinner date, so I'm looking for an outfit and maybe a bag to buy, and a friend of mine recommends or suggests like 2 Instagram pages to me, like 2 Instagram shops to me. So I go onto Instagram, I open the first Instagram shop, and I find out the shop is private. This means I don't have access to see what the person has in stock or what the person has to offer. I first of all need to send a friend request and wait for the person to like accept the request before I get to see what he or she has in stock. Then I go onto the second page, and then this page is like public. So right away I see what the person has in stock and all of that. Personally, and especially if it's that urgent, I don't think I would waste my time on the private account. I would right away transact business with the account that is public, because like I need the agent and I don't even have time to wait for you to now accept my request before I have access to see what you have in stock. In this case, you would have lost a prospective customer to your competitor, and we don't want that. So I recommend or suggest that if you are going to create a business page on any social platform, especially as a startup, there is no point in keeping the business page private. Like, are you really here to make money, or you are just here to play? Like, we ain't joking, fam. So get serious. Like, there's no point in keeping a private business account. That's all I'm saying. However, if you feel there's any need or there's an importance of keeping a private business account, kindly do well to educate me by putting it in the comment section below. Like, I would love to know, because frankly speaking, I don't think there's any point in keeping a private business account. Yeah. The second thing I put down is trying to be a jack of all trade, or trying to do it all. Like, as a startup, you are now trying to penetrate into the market. You are now trying to find your feet on the ground and all of that. Like, trying to do it all will confuse you. Like, Charlie, just even focusing on one product is not easy. How much more you trying to do everything, like trying to do it all as a startup? No. Well, this is my opinion. I believe as a startup, you should focus on one particular thing and try and like master in that particular area, or be known as like one of the top when it comes to that particular product or service. Then by so doing, gradually you are able to build up your, how do you call it, customer base. Let me give this example. So let's say I'm thinking of starting a business, and I want to venture or to go into the beauty industry. In my mind, I would want to do hair, I would want to do makeup, I would want to do skincare, I would want to do nails. Like, I have a lot in my mind, you get what I mean? But as a startup, I don't think you should just take off like that with everything. Well, provided you have the capital to do so, and you already have, I don't know, but like, this is my opinion. I believe even if I have all of these ideas in mind, I would first of all start with one thing. So first of all, let's say I would start with hair. So I start selling hair, I start gaining customers, and then I try to build my customer base, like gradually increasing my customer base, doing everything right, having like good customer service and all of that. That way you earn your customers' loyalty. And by so doing, after you have like earned their loyalty, you can now gradually expand your product line. So now you know, like, yes, obviously I'm into hair, and hair is like a beauty product. What else can I add to complement what I already do? Your customer base are already people who like are into beauty products, because they've already been buying the hair from you and all of that. So you look for something else to complement it. And then yes, in this case, makeup is like perfect, because most people who are into hair are into makeup as well. So if a person comes into your shop to get the hair, they get makeup alongside. So this is how like you gradually expand, but don't just take off like that. I feel if you take off like that, like you don't just concentrate on one thing, the probability of you failing is like that high. So just a step at a time, like baby steps. I always tell myself, baby steps, gradually you get to where you want to get to. Like, yeah, Rome was not built in one day, so let's just have this at the back of our minds and then do it gradually. Yeah, so the third thing I'll talk about is ignoring competition. So some of us start businesses, and yes, obviously there might be people in the market before we even started, and we sort of try to, I'm not saying you should let like your competitors get to you, or let like your competitors progress intimidate you, but we can try and make the good out of competition, because in actual sense, competition exists to make like the market a better place, because with the existence of competition, everyone wants to innovate, everyone wants to like be on top. So try and make the good out of competition. And this is what I mean. So yes, obviously I sell bikinis and sunglasses, so I would like pick up, let's say, 3 major competitors in my field of business or in my line of business, and try and analyze my competitors, look at what they are doing right. So yes, I'll look out for their strengths, I'll look out for their weaknesses, I'll look out for their opportunities available to them, and I'll look out for threats that they are faced by. So I conduct what is called a SWOT analysis, and I conduct this same analysis on my business. By so doing, I'll be able to uncover like marketing opportunities. So this is it. I look out for strengths that my competitor has, and then compare it to my business and see if I also have the same strengths. If I don't, create avenues that would also help me to have those same strengths. Look out for the weaknesses of my competitors. Look out for what they are doing wrong, and then based on that, I would put measures in place to thrive on their weakness. I don't know if you get what I mean, but if there's something they are doing wrong, I'll try and do it right so that customers will not go to them, but they will come to me rather. So yes, just look out for their weaknesses and try and thrive on them. Look out for opportunities available to them, and then if it's possible, try and create those opportunities for yourself as well. So yeah, basically, don't look at competition in a bad way, but just try and make the good out of competition. Yeah. And the fourth one is, not all collaborations or sponsorships are meaningful or necessary. I know this is a long sentence, but this is what I mean by this. I have been a victim to this like several times. You know, as startups, we sort of look out for avenues or opportunities that would sort of expose us, like opportunities for growth, because no startup wants to remain like a startup forever. So we look out for opportunities or avenues that will help us grow, give us exposure and all of that. But some people try to take advantage of us because we are startups. So I would use myself as an example here. I always have people hitting me up, like sending me messages, sending me DMs asking, oh, I'm having a shoot, blah blah blah, can you please sponsor with your bikinis and I'll post them and tag you, blah blah blah. I sort of need this because like I need the exposure, and mostly what I do is when someone reaches out to me, I sort of compare the person's following, like Instagram following, to my following. If you are like on the same level as me, I might not agree to it. But if you are someone who has like a huge following, then obviously, like in most cases, I agree to it. And then yes, so let me use my most recent one, because this is like a big brand in Ghana. And yes, so they reached out to me asking me to sponsor them. It was an event, but I think it was a poolside event sort of. So they asked me to sponsor them with bikinis. I think five pairs of bikinis here, if I'm not wrong. Sponsor them with 5 pairs of bikinis. So mostly this is what we do. I give you the bikinis for free, and then in return you post pictures on your page. Make sure you tag me in it. Like, just give me the recognition, and then make sure like I also get the exposure I need. So we agreed on this. They came for the bikinis. They had their event. Like, I knew the date of the event, so they had the event, and then a week had passed. I hadn't seen any post on their page yet. So I reached out to the person that I was in contact with. So I messaged her saying, I haven't seen anything on your page yet. Like, I know the event has been held and it's over. It's been like a week and I've not even seen any post yet. Yeah. And she was like, oh, they've been busy, blah blah blah, but then they would surely start posting soon. I said, okay, cool. Now, days after, I only see a picture up on their Insta story, and then they tagged me. So after seeing that, I actually replied and I asked her, is that it? Like, is that all you do for me? Like, after giving you 5 free pairs of bikini, you just put me up on your Insta story and that is it. It's not like it's even on your feed for it to stay there for like forever. And she was like, oh, they will post it on their feed. Days after, I saw them post the same picture on their feed, and then they tagged me in it. Like, after seeing this here, I said to myself, like, I won't even text her again, because now it feels like I'm begging her for her to do what we had actually agreed on, which didn't seem right to me. Like, it felt like they were taking advantage of me. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like, yes, they were actually taking advantage of me. And this is like a big brand in Ghana with a huge following. I don't want to mention any names here, but then yeah. So just watch out for these stuff. Not every sponsorship or collaboration is meaningful. Before you agree on any sponsorship or collaboration, just try and analyze it, and then make sure that like the other party would go according to their agreement, because it actually hurts, or it's quite painful to know that like I've given you 5 pairs of bikinis for free, and then all I get is a post on your Insta story. Like, really, I could have done that myself, or I could have had my friends post on their Insta stories, so like all our followers would just sum up to your number of followings. So yes, just reason up when you are trying to go into such collaborations or sponsorships. Don't let them take advantage of you. Yes, it's a fact that we need the exposure and we need like the avenue to grow, but that doesn't mean we are that hungry for you to come and take advantage of us. So just watch out, guys. The 5th thing is actually stuff I have seen some entrepreneurs on my Snapchat do, and I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, come on, the business is yours. You wait. So referring people to your business page when they contact you personally. So aside my business page on Instagram, I have my personal Instagram page, and I have like personal pages on various social platforms. So I have like my own personal Snap, and this is what I do most of the times. After I post like stuff up on my business page, I mostly repost them on my personal social media accounts. So if you have me on Snap, you notice that I do this a lot. I post like my business stuff up on my Snap, and even up on my personal Instagram page. So let's say I put up something on my Snap, and I'm like, new stock, make sure to follow Alaskose, blah blah blah, and then I put the link and I say swipe up to follow. But then someone actually DMs me to say, oh, do you have this in stock? Maybe I have, after that I have posted like a couple of other pictures of the new arrival. So someone now DMs me on Snap to ask, have this in stock, this size, blah blah blah. Then I go on to say, go to my business page on Instagram. Like, come on, go to my business page on Instagram. Sis, are you not the owner of the business? And why were you even advertising there? You were advertising there on your personal Snap to like get more people aware. So if you've advertised there and someone has reached out to you, I feel the right thing to do is just respond to the person first. So yes, in that case, if the person had asked me, do you have this and this side, blah blah blah, I'll check out first if we have it and respond to you. After responding to you, I would kindly ask of you to follow my business page on Instagram, so that anytime we upload new stuff, you get to know what we have in stock and all of that. I feel that is the best way to go about this. But don't just get up and say, go and follow my business page. You are the owner of the business page, so what are you saying? Like, I feel this is wrong, and I've seen like a number of people do it on my Snap. So okay guys, so moving to the second part of this video, I'm going to read out like the replies I got from people from my social media post yesterday, asking about mistakes they have made as startup entrepreneurs. I have like about 15 replies, so I'm going to read them out. There are a couple of them that are like quite similar, so like I'll sort of read them together and then try addressing them. Yep, so let's just get straight into it. This one says, being too kind, that is giving payment plans. This one says, giving stuff to family and friends for free or at no profit price. This one says, doing business with emotions. Okay, so I believe when it comes to business is business. Like, there's no need to try and then favor your family and friends. Like, I believe your family and friends would understand that like this is business for you. That is what is going to pay you at the end of the month. The same way as they also have their like regular jobs, or they also have their businesses that pays them at the end of the month. This is your hustle too, so I'm sure they would understand that yes, this is your hustle and that is what pays you at the end of the month. Like they say, like what's the saying, when friends pay, business grows. I don't know is when friends pay or when family pay, but like something like that. I think it's when friends pay, business grows. So just give it to them as it is. Maybe once in a while you might decide to give them discounts, but it shouldn't be an everyday thing, you know. In that case, you would run at a loss. And when it comes to business, it's not like family and friends. Yeah, maybe once in a while. This one says overspending and not saving early. Yeah, most of us feel we didn't save early to start our businesses. If we had saved, we could have started off well. But however, it's never too late. Like I always say, start off from somewhere and then gradually you get to where you want to get to. No matter the amount of money you have, no matter how small it is, you could actually start from somewhere and then gradually you would get to where you want to get to. This one says not branding my business. And this person actually said it's something she's done and is still doing. Like, if you know this is something you've done and you're still doing, you've actually recognized that as a mistake, I believe you need to change it. Like, sometimes, yeah, people look at certain things to determine how serious we are. If you sort of take your branding and your whole marketing thing seriously, people look at you as a serious person and they look at your business as a serious business. So if you want people to take you serious, then you need to take yourself serious. So get your branding game strong and get going. This one says not keeping a spreadsheet to track my finances. Started spending my capital when I was hard on cash. Using my personal account rather than creating a company account makes it harder to keep the money. I perfectly agree to this. I believe most entrepreneurs are like, most of us don't have like, how do you call it, professional accounting knowledge or stuff like that. But then like the basic accounting there we could all do, as in keeping track of your finances, knowing how much you have spent to get the stock, knowing how much you are expected after sales so you can calculate your profit, putting down your expenses so that at the end of the day you are able to like proper calculate your profits. You get what I mean? Not that like you just spend and you don't even note it down. So like, yeah, keeping a spreadsheet to track your finances really helps. And then keeping a business account, yes, separate from your personal account, because if you keep your business money in your personal account, Charlie, the temptation is high. You'll be tempted to spend it and you don't really have knowledge of inflow outflow when it comes to your business. So I believe keeping a business account is very beneficial. It helps you to be aware of how the finances of your business is going, and then it helps you not to spend your business money. And this is what you could do. You could actually put yourself on payroll so that you are not tempted to, not that so that you are not tempted, so that you don't spend your business money. So you just put yourself on payroll so that you pay yourself like at the end of the month. So you know that yes, I'm working for my business and I'll be paid at the end of the month, just as it would have been if you were working for someone else. This way you are able to like separate your personal finances from the business finances. You know that this is for the business, this is my personal finance. At the end of the month, I get X amount from business finances and that becomes my finance, and that is when I can spend it. But they're not taken directly from business finances anyhow, like as and when I need it, I just take it. No. And this one says overstocking. This was actually one thing I feared when I was like starting my business. So I remember when I was starting my business, I actually started off by doing pre-orders only. Like you pre-order, I get it for you. Well, it wasn't for the glasses, it was for the bikinis, because I wasn't too sure if it was going to sell that fast and all of that. So after I get like pictures from my supplier, what I did was I put up on my business page on Instagram, Facebook, then I say pre-order. So I get people to pre-order, and based on the number of pre-orders I get, I actually like order them from the supplier. And this was what I did. I mostly made like increase the number a little bit, so that even if it comes and then someone else sees it and the person might not have pre-ordered earlier, I would still like have a couple to sell to others. I don't know if you get what I mean. Yeah, so I just did the pre-order thing for a while, then now I went on to basically buying and selling, like not based on pre-order. I just buy stock and then sell. But then I did the pre-order thing for a while because I was scared I might overstock and it wouldn't move that fast. So yeah, maybe that's one strategy you can use. Like, I don't know, I just hope it will be helpful. It actually pre-informed me about the quantities I should buy and all of that. So if for this particular type I've had like, let's say 5 pre-orders, I might just increase it by, let's say 3, and it was good. Like this one says quitting it for my corporate job. So this person actually means quitting his or her personal business for his corporate job. I really don't know how to answer this question. Like quitting it for, it looks like this person loved what he or she was doing, but he actually quit it for a corporate job. I believe if like your side hustle or like your personal business is something you love to do, and you have another opportunity to work in the corporate world which you feel you might love, you can just like balance the two. Like have your corporate job and then have your side hustle. I believe concentrating on what you love, like what you love to do, is great. Like at the end of the day, you feel fulfilled. You like, there's some sort of joy, sort of happiness because you are doing what you love. So in this case, if you quit it for like something you don't like, then I believe you did the wrong thing, because from the way you are talking, it looks like you loved your business, but then you had to quit it for a corporate job. I believe you could have done it on the side. And this one says, not making things clear from day one. My partner later said he came up with the idea. Oh, God. Well, this has to do with partnership. So as startups, when you partner with someone from the start, I believe you should make things clear, as in share responsibilities in terms of contributions, as in how much I am bringing into the business, how much you are bringing into the business, what percentage of profit you get, what percentage of profit I get. Yeah, if like you are putting yourself on payroll, like make it clear, this is the amount you are going to be paid at the end of the month, this is the amount I am going to be paid at the end of the month, so that halfway into the thing the other person doesn't come up giving you like all sort of stories, you know. So just try and get things clear from the start if you are going to do like partnership, because it's really important. No matter how close you are, yeah, money can destroy friendships, money can destroy family. So just try and get things clear from the start to avoid any sort of misunderstanding, to avoid any sort of bad blood between the two of you here. And then I have this other one that says giving workers the benefit of the doubt. And then she said, Charlie, your business is your business. Trust no one, especially the workers you work with. All they know is to be paid. Yes, I really get this. Like, in as much as you need to delegate duties to, that's if it depends on the kind of business you are running. In some businesses it's just you, but other people who run like other sorts of businesses, they need to like employ people. So in as much as you need to delegate and get people to get other things done, because you can't burden yourself with everything, like you can't do everything. So in as much as you need to delegate, I believe you should have like close supervision on these workers, especially knowing that you are now starting and you are now trying to get people to trust your brand and all of that. Everything has to be on point. So after you delegate to them, try and supervise them, make sure they are going according to your specifications or the standards you have given them, so that like everything is proper. The last one says, turning deaf ears to people who love me and want my business to grow. I was too stubborn till I crashed and came back to these same people. Well, it does happen, because sometimes we don't see what we are doing wrong, yeah, and the people outside see what you are doing wrong, and they come tell us. As human as we are, sometimes we feel they are just being, I don't know, too harsh, or some of them are just being jealous or envious. But sometimes, yeah, they're actually right. So yeah, I get what you mean. So maybe sometimes we should just take our time and consider some of these stuff people tell us. Just take it and evaluate it. Or better still, if you don't believe what they are telling you, you can tell someone you believe will give you like an honest judgment no matter what, and hear what the person has to say. That way you could actually use it to better yourself. If the people are right, if they are just saying it out of saying sake or out of jealousy, you just ignore it and move forward. Yes. Okay guys, so before I end this video, I decided to wear this top today because I was talking about entrepreneurship. I got this from shop at Winskys. I actually have like 5 of these tops from her. Like, yeah, this one is 90s baby. So I'll put her details in the description box below. I'll link her Instagram page. Just check her out. You can, like, she can custom make anything for you, whatever you want written in your tees. Yeah, just hit her up and she'll do justice to it for you. And then of course my hair from Strands and Wefts on Instagram. I'm going to link them as well. And if I say this hair is the bomb, you better believe me. Like, this hair right here is the bomb. Guys, this is my favorite hair I've owned so far. Like, look at this. I didn't really curl this thing, yeah. I just did some aloe curling this afternoon before I shot this video. But the way the hair curls, and like, it's soft. It's soft. For a hair that has been bleached, you really don't expect this much softness from it. For a hair that has been bleached, like, I proper love this hair. Strands and Wefts, I am coming back for another bomb, so get ready for me. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this video would be helpful to you. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you've made any mistakes as a startup entrepreneur that I didn't talk about, or you didn't have the opportunity to send it to me on my socials, don't hesitate to put in the comment section below. Like, let's get interacting. Any other mistakes you have made as a startup entrepreneur, just put it down there and let's get talking, let's get interactive. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Thank you.